What's the deal, y'all? This is Isaiah Fowler, founder of SWAV Eyewear and SWAV Agency. And check this out. SWAV stands for Starts with a Vision, because everything you do in life, it starts with a vision. And this is another podcast episode. Like I say, every Monday and Wednesday, we come into you with some heat, with some sauce, with some gems on how to grow your direct-to-consumer brand. Now, some of the things that I say, they definitely are transferable to the service-based entrepreneur as well that is building a business, but this is really for those people who want to build an actual company. This is not for those who just want to hustle and have multiple hustles. Of course, I talk about some mindset stuff, but I really like to focus on actually the building of a business, the infrastructure, the operations, the things that actually make the business grow that you can't see. Because all we've been getting told and talked about is about marketing. That's literally it. For the past 3 to 5 years, all people been hearing about is literally marketing. That's it. What about everything else? What about your infrastructure? What about your team? What about building things out, right? What about your foundation? How much inventory do you need? What do your numbers need to really look like? What's the end goal? What's the long-term vision? We got so many other things that we need to be talking about. Therefore, I came here to talk about it, right? That's why I created this platform, this podcast, this YouTube channel, whatever you want to call it. Because at the end of the day, I'm here to bring you some real sauce, right? And so, so we about to hop in it. Today, I wanted to talk about, are you focused on vanity metrics, right? I actually like this topic because vanity metrics are something that a lot of people are focused on. And so I want to talk about that, right? So I have a question for you. Are you focused on vanity metrics? You may not know, or you may know. You may not even know what vanity metrics are. And I'm going to answer that question for you. So by the end of this podcast, you're going to know if you've been focusing on vanity metrics, right? So one of the first vanity metrics that a lot of people, damn near everybody is focused on is literally top line revenue. Number one, you got something called top line revenue and bottom line revenue, right? Most people don't even know that. They just look at how much money they made and that's it, or how much money somebody else made, since everybody loves looking at what other people made anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So top line revenue and bottom line revenue, right? Top line is basically gross and your bottom line is your profit. So if you're only focused on the top line revenue, you missing the whole picture. You missing the whole purpose of all of this, because you got to understand that the numbers tell a story, right? And something that goes along with the revenue, the top line revenue, is the screenshots. I know everybody loves showing these fucking Shopify screenshots, right? That is the biggest bullshit ever. And I'm gonna tell you why. You can literally look at somebody's screenshot. All they'll show is literally the number. They won't show anything else. How many orders, the AOV, they won't show the returning customer rate. That's it. So you got to think about it. That's a vanity metric, because look, if they want to show numbers, cool. If you're only focused on numbers, you have to understand the story around and behind the numbers for the numbers to matter, right? If you like, yo, we made 35,000 this month. Hey, we made 50,000 this month, and that's it. You already took an L, because you know nothing else about your business rather than revenue. Once you start really getting educated, you don't even look at revenue. You're looking at different things inside of your business. Of course, you're looking at revenue, but it's not that important, because you're like, all right, this metric is a lot more important right now. Or yeah, we made this revenue, but we didn't hit this other metric that we were really trying to get to, right? So if you're not really focused on these other metrics, how the fuck are you going to build a real business? How are you going to build a real business if you're not focused on the right metrics, right? And that's about data. I always talk about data. How can you build a business without data? How can you build a business if you don't know how to interpret data? How can you build a business if you don't know how to use the data and then use it in your business for it to grow? The data should be working for you. You shouldn't be slaving for your business. The data should be working for you. As time goes on, you and your business should be working less and less and leveraging the data more and more. I'm going to say that one more time. As time goes on, you should be working less and less in your business, and the data should be working more and more, and you should be leveraging that data more and more, because as time goes on, you have got and accrued more data. But if you're not focused on that, you don't know what data is important. You don't know what data you need to be collecting. You don't know what data you really want, right? These are real things. This is why revenue is one small sliver of the whole pie. If you want to build a real business, you're going to have to really start focusing on things that actually matter. And it's not just money. I always preach this, and I never want people to get it construed. I'm not saying don't go make money, go run it up. But you got to be so smart and strategic about how you run it up, right? You got to understand what's really going on in your business. You don't want to be uneducated about the inside of your business. If an investor comes to you right now and asks you certain things about your business and you don't have an answer, they're going to walk away. Straight up. They're literally going to walk away because you don't know about your business. Do you want that? Or do you actually want to be educated as the CEO of your company? As the CEO of your company. You got to stop focusing on these vanity metrics that don't matter unless you have a whole picture and a whole story. That's why I say strategy matters. That's why I even started this agency, to actually help people and consult brands that were more focused on maybe just vanity metrics, or they didn't know certain things that they needed to know or be looking for so that their business can grow sustainably. It's all about sustainability, and it's all about longevity. It's not about making $1 million this year and then next year you making 300,000 because you didn't know what you was doing, right? It's easy to go from 0 to $1 million, but it's harder to go from $1 million to 8 million, right? Because if you go from 0 to $1 million, you never had $1 million. So the odds are in your favor. Of course, only a few small percentage of businesses even make $1 million in a year, but you had nothing. So it's easier to get something when you had nothing. But to sustain a 7-figure business is not just easy, right? Anything can happen. This shit is real, right? And vanity metrics will not allow you to grow and sustain. It's only going to get you to be at a point where you're only focused on one thing, and that's all that matters to you. We got to start getting smarter. We got to start educating ourselves, right? So we got revenue, we got them bullshit ass screenshots, right? What's another thing? I got an index card. Oh, followers, right? So there's this stupid philosophy that the more followers you have, the more money you have, the more money you're making. That is very false. And that is so dumb to think, right? Stop focusing on followers. Stop correlating followers with dollars. I'm going to tell you why, right? There's people right now that have 200,000 followers on Instagram, haven't even made $1 million in a year. Shit, ain't even made $500,000 a year. In a calendar year, haven't even made $500,000 a year, but are focused on growing their following because in their mind, they think that more followers is going to get them successful. It don't work like that. That's called fluff. That's called inflation. That's called an inflated value, right? I know people right now, their Instagram pages, they have a business. Their Instagram pages has 30,000 followers, but they're only making $4,000 a month. And then I know other people that have 30,000 followers and are making 200,000 a month, right? It's not about the followers. It's about the strategy, which is why I preach strategy so much. And it's also about the actual infrastructure of the business. Don't ever in your life be swayed by thinking that followers is going to just get you money automatically. Oh, the more followers I got, the more people that's going to buy. Nope. You know why? Because what if them followers don't care about the product? What if them followers started following you because they was entertained by something you posted? So they're only following you for entertainment. They're not following you to actually buy your products and services. So what does that do? You got all these followers, but you can't get a conversion to save your life, right? That means you have a weak following. Followers mean nothing. Nothing. Followers mean nothing. I want you to understand it. That is a vanity metric. People with personal brands. I know people that have 800 followers, but their companies is doing $7, $8, $9 million a year. And I know people that have 70,000 followers that don't even know how to get to, $30,000 a month in a product-based business or in their personal brand. So you got to understand, followers are fake. Build a business. That's what it's about. That's what I'm about. That's what this platform is about. I'm literally here to empower you to get to understand, to focus on building a real business. Let the followers be a byproduct of you building the business. Don't think that followers will build your business for you, because that is false. That doesn't happen. That's a lie, right? That is another vanity metric. That is a vanity metric. And another vanity metric is like the revenue from when you put on a sale, right? The revenue from when you put on a sale. So let's say you do a sale over the weekend and you make $100,000, right? Okay, you made $100,000 this weekend, or let's say you made, $50,000 for the sale, whatever it was, right? Let's say it was more than what you are daily doing. Okay, cool. Sounds good. But then let's say after that, for a week, your sales drop. Okay? And then from that sale, what was the sale? How much margin did you lose? Is that affecting your cash flow? Right? These are different things that you have to really start thinking about. And we can't be so swayed by saying, oh, I got this revenue, because you can literally make money and not make any money. And a lot of people are not even going to catch that. You can literally make money and not even make any money, depending on what your margins are, depending on what your expenses are, right? So just understand that there's a much bigger story that needs to be told, rather than just focusing on surface level metrics. I know we in this era of Instagram and everything like that, but to really build a real business, it got to be different. You know what I'm saying? This shit got to be different. You got to be focused. You got to be committed. You got to be committed to real, true infrastructure and real, true building a business. Not trying to build a following on Instagram and then trying to monetize it. Figure out how to sell a product on the internet and build that business up. That's what you do. That's what you focus on. I'm not saying don't market on social media, but stop putting so much power and giving so much credit to just followers. That's why people out here buying followers right now. It's literally bots. You're literally buying computerized bots, right? To make it look like you're valuable. Just be valuable. You don't have to look like you're valuable, right? Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your brand. Be patient with your company. Build a business. Build the infrastructure. Build out your team. Learn how to market. Build your email list. But people don't want to do these things. They want to figure out how to finesse their way to the top. I'm telling you, build a real business. Stop focusing on vanity metrics. You feel me? So that's what I got today, man. That's today's episode. So if you know what I'm saying, I want you to ask yourself, am I focusing on vanity metrics? Look, I want you to be so empowered when you watch these videos and listen to this podcast. I want you to understand what's really important. So ask yourself this, and if you were, that's okay. Just fix it, adjust it. Everything gonna be Gucci. You know what I mean? So that's what I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all. Drop something in the comments. Let me know what you think about this episode. Let me know what you think about all the episodes, right? Drop comments, like the videos. Be sure to subscribe and share this video with somebody that you think it would benefit. You feel what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. Always remember, everything you do in life, it starts with a vision. Peace.